They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it,
Area
Area
51?
51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the president of the United States.
A few days ago, a moment in a podcast interview sent the internet into chaos. Former US President Barack Obama was asked about extraterrestrials. Not as a joke, not as late-night comedy, but seriously. And his response? Calm, controlled, but powerful. Within hours, clips flooded social media. Headlines began twisting the moment. Did Obama just confirm aliens are real? Millions watched, millions debated, and then things escalated.
He gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
What was
He
the
made
classified?
he made a big mistake. I may get him out of trouble by declassifying.
Yesterday, as President Donald Trump was preparing to board his aircraft, reporters shouted questions from the runway. One journalist asked him directly, "Did you see what Obama said about aliens? He said they're real." Trump paused. He said he hadn't seen it. But then he added something that ignited even more speculation. He said that if Obama revealed classified information, that could be a serious problem. That statement alone sent shockwaves through political circles. Because now the narrative shifted. It wasn't just about aliens anymore. It was about secrets, classified secrets, national security, and former presidents possibly saying too much. Then came today, a post on social media, President Trump calling for the release of all government information related to extraterrestrial life, UFOs, unidentified flying objects, and hidden records dating back more than 70 years. He suggested that millions of documents could exist. 70 years. That takes us back to the late 1940s, the beginning of the Cold War, the Roswell era, the birth of modern UFO mythology. And suddenly, the biggest question returned. Why now? Why this moment? Why push for full disclosure at this specific time? Is this about transparency, legacy, power, or distraction? Let's slow down and examine the layers. First, Obama's statement. In past interviews, Obama has acknowledged that there are aerial phenomena the military cannot fully explain. He admitted that footage exists, he admitted data exists, but he stopped short of confirming extraterrestrial life. Social media, however, doesn't operate in nuance. A careful sentence becomes a viral headline, and "we don't know what they are" quickly becomes "they're real." Second, Trump's reaction. When he mentions classified information, that raises the stakes instantly, because now the implication is clear. There may be information the public has not seen. And if that information exists, who controls it? Which agencies? How deep does it go? And does even a president know everything? The US intelligence system is highly compartmentalized. Black projects, special access programs, deep-level clearances. It is entirely possible that even high-ranking officials only see fragments. Now let's talk about the timing, because timing is everything. In recent months, renewed attention has resurfaced around sealed legal documents connected to powerful elites, the Epstein files. Names, connections, court filings. Whenever that story trends, it dominates political discussion. And then suddenly, aliens trend, disclosure trends, 70 years of secrets trend. Coincidence? Maybe. But the scale of the alien narrative is unmatched. Nothing captures imagination faster. Nothing overrides political scandal quicker. It's psychological gravity. If you introduce extraterrestrial disclosure into the media cycle, everything else fades. Markets react, religious communities respond, defense analysts speak. The entire planet watches. Now ask yourself, If you were a political strategist and you needed to redirect attention, what topic would you choose? There is none bigger. But there's another possibility. Maybe this isn't distraction. Maybe this is positioning. Imagine being remembered as the president who finally revealed the truth about alien life. That would be historic, beyond partisan politics, beyond ideology. It would cement legacy permanently. History books would divide time into before disclosure and after disclosure. So maybe this is about control of the narrative. If disclosure is inevitable one day, who gets to stand at the podium? Who gets their name attached to the moment humanity learns it's not alone? That kind of legacy is priceless. Now let's ground ourselves in reality. As of now, there is no publicly verified physical evidence of extraterrestrial beings. There are unidentified aerial phenomena. There are military investigations. There are unexplained objects. But unexplained does not equal alien. It equals unknown. And unknown is powerful, because unknown leaves room for speculation, and speculation drives engagement. Engagement drives influence. Influence drives power. Now consider something even deeper. What if some of these unidentified objects are advanced military technology? Hypersonic drones, experimental propulsion, foreign adversary aircraft. Labeling them as alien publicly could actually protect classified innovation. Ambiguity becomes camouflage. Throughout history, governments have allowed myths to flourish around classified projects. Sometimes mystery is more useful than truth. So where does that leave us? We have a former president speaking carefully about unexplained aerial objects. A current president warning about classified disclosures. A public already conditioned by years of UFO discussions and a sudden push for transparency. This is either the beginning of something historic or the perfect political storm. Either way, the conversation has shifted from fringe conspiracy to mainstream debate, from grainy footage to presidential comments, from ridicule to serious discussion. And here's the final thought. If extraterrestrial life exists and governments have known for decades, disclosure would never come chaotically. It would be staged, gradual, controlled, psychologically prepared. Maybe this is preparation, maybe it's strategy, maybe it's distraction, or maybe we are witnessing the early chapters of the biggest revelation in human history. Until documents are released, until evidence is verified, until facts replace speculation, we remain in the space between possibility and proof. But one thing is certain. The question is no longer, are UFOs real? The question is, if the truth exists, who decides when we're ready to hear it?